Aquarius, how are you guys doing? This is going to be your energy check-in for Aquarius all placements. So let's take a look and see how things are going for you. Right now we have a big wheel turning in our favor. I believe it's turning in our favor. I feel like if you're an Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, I feel like life has completely been, I've had to let go of things that I never thought I had to let go of. And I thought that if I was gonna let go of them, that it was gonna be like this huge, like it was gonna be super difficult to deal with. But surprisingly, it's been me like detaching in like true Aquarius fashion, and only you guys can understand that. With the Nine of Swords, I do feel like there have been sleepless nights, countless of them in the past, couple of days, or maybe this is coming up for you, or this is what you're experiencing right now. But the Nine of Swords is being worried, staying up all night, maybe having feelings of like, woe is me, or like, why is this happening to me? Why do I go through these things? Why can't I just get what I want? A lot of these feelings, a lot of these thoughts, it's more so like your mind is just like running nonstop. It's like 90 miles per hour. But I do see big changes coming in here with the Wheel of Fortune. This is major arcana for Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So you could be dealing with any sign. But usually with the Wheel of Fortune, it's, reaping what you've sowed. So karmically, if you believe in karma, if you're someone who believes in dharma or anything like that, I know I do. If you've done good, you'll get good. If you've done bad, you'll get bad. Or if you didn't know certain things, you're no longer ignorant. Maybe there's things that you didn't know of and now you know better. Or this could be someone that you're dealing with here. I do feel like there's conflict with someone that you have a close relationship to. This could have been a best friend, maybe a lover or a Pisces here with the Six of Cups. Sixes are about, to me, they're about kind of like moving forward and healing. Yeah. So it could be that, you had a really close connection to someone here that meant a lot to you emotionally. There's someone who, when you're near them, you heal them, or they heal you, or they just provide you like with this nostalgia or something in that fashion. But I feel like there could have been a fight with this person here. It could have been that this person was a little selfish at times. But let's look and see what is coming up here for you guys, Aquarius, with the Wheel of Fortune. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Three of Cups with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So with the Three of Cups here, we have a time of celebration, connecting with friends and family, maybe going out a little bit more here. I feel like you're putting yourself out there a lot more than you usually do. You might be finding yourself in this shift where it's like before you were like, let me stay to myself. I'm just thinking, I'm overthinking. Maybe you're like in this like analysis paralysis state with the Two of Swords, where it's like, let me just think about everything that's coming in, like from my external world into my internal world, and let's process all of that all day, all the time, all night. And it was like your brain just like burnt out and got fried, right? Maybe you're coming out of this season right now and you're kind of like, enough of that, enough of the Two of Swords, enough of this like a crossroads energy where it's like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's coming in, I don't know. And it's like, let's just go out there, let's go to this fun event, let's go take this art class, let's go to the club, let's go on that vacation, let's stay at that resort, let me go hang out with my friends more, let me go hang out with my family more, let me like partake in the day-to-day with them. Like, why not do that? Let's switch things up a little bit, you know what I mean? And I feel like if you look at this from a place of kind of like your quantum reality or whatever, think about anomalies, right? Anomalies are like when you do something completely out of your ordinary. I don't know if you guys know, but there was an app called like Randonautica like many years ago, and it was super weird. And there was like even like a big scandal that came out about Randonautica, about like this like group of like young people that went to the beach and they found like this weird luggage. Anyway, I don't know why this is coming up, but anomalies. If you've ever seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, the characters had to do really bizarre, like out of the norm things to like switch up there or like tap into different realities here. So I feel like you could be recognizing that on a subconscious level. You're like, you know what, I need to switch things the fuck up, I need to amp things up, I need to move around, I need to do things differently because I need to snap out of this reality and move into a new one. And I feel like that's all that I got from the Three of Cups. So yeah, Aquarius, it's like we're learning how to shift, we're learning how to jump. We're no longer seeing things from a linear perspective, you know, we are seeing things from a quantum perspective. Like no matter, even if you're religious, you know what I mean? Look at that, Two of Swords in the reverse. It's now coming on the reverse. So this is just further emphasizing to me that like you're no longer in this stagnant crossroad energy. You are coming out of this now. Where there was no clarity, there is clarity now. You know, you could have been stuck on a situation for a long time. Maybe this was even a third party situation with like family, friends, or like a job or something. And you're just like, no, I'm clear now. Like, I know what it is that I want here. I know where I'm going. I know my thoughts are clear. Ace of Swords, yeah? So with Ace of Swords, what? This is a breakthrough in communication. This is also Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is coming from the heavens. It's like a divine thought that, you know what? I feel like as Aquarius or like even air signs, we're always looking for that breakthrough thought or that breakthrough download, because truly for us air signs, they are spiritual downloads that are coming through. Because look at this cloud. It's from the heavens, and this golden hand is coming in with this this sword here, and it's king, it's crown, it's, you know, it's divine. And it's like whatever thought that you finally had, like you hit jackpot. It is the thought, it is the analyzing, or you just like broke out of this and you realized, like, foolish girl, foolish guy, there are no to-dos, just go for it, or something like that. I'm getting like a very mystical sense right now of things, which I love. So let's see, let's move forward and see what else is happening here for you guys. I was on TikTok for a while, and I really love TikTok. I love being on there because like the messages I do can just be like quick hits, you know, but I feel like YouTube maybe is like my place to be, maybe to do longer form content. But yeah, if you want a personal reading, reach out to me via email. My email will be down below in the description box, and I'll let you know what you need to do. But yeah, let's move forward. So we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. This is protecting yourself. This is defending yourself. This is not like the Nine of Wands where he's kind of like building a cage around himself, you know, building a fortress around himself to not let that snake come in. There is a clear threat in the Nine of Wands. In the Seven of Wands, this is like fighting off things that are just like trying to get at you here. Could be that, you know, maybe you were just in a time where you were just really struggling to get people off your ass. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like as Aquarius, we can like attract those kind of people where it's like they can't take no for an answer, and like, you know, things might escalate into like having to call the police, getting restraining orders, things of this nature. I'm getting that for some people here. Like, you have really dealt with individuals that have really tried you, and you have just been in your own energy and just shining, you know, just being yourself, and other people just don't understand how you can do it. Other people just don't understand how, you know, how can Aquarius, like, I don't know, just operate in this way? What makes them think they can operate in this way? Like, that is, I'm hearing unorthodox, you know? You could be coming off as someone who is like not traditional, or you could be like, wow, I thought they were traditional, but you know what? They're nothing like that. They're nothing like I thought they were. And that is a threat to them, right? It's a threat to this. You could be dealing with someone that saw everything with you, with the Ten of Cups, like who saw you as like a wife, who saw you as a husband, who saw you as like the perfect child. You know, it could be a parent you're dealing with. I'm getting that for someone here. Like, oh, you're always going to be our little baby. You know what I mean? And you're just like, no, like F the fuck off. Like, I'm literally like an adult, or like I'm literally someone who is like developing into like my own person here, or the way that I define my family structure is the way that I see fit, right? And that could be pissing people off here. Wow. Very strong emotions, Aquarius. very, very strong. Let's see what else. I feel like right now you're kind of looking over everything that you've invested in yourself, right? Or in a family or in a relationship or whatnot. But the Seven of Pentacles, it's a man looking down at his hard work because he's been working hard. You know, this could be, Pentacles is not just like a bank account. It's not just like my work and my job or like my craft and like what I do. This is also your morals, integrity. This is like your value system. This is what you believe in. You know, this is what makes you here on this earthly realm, on the physical realm. So you're looking over everything. Maybe you're looking over your values. You're looking over like, you know what, I think I said I wanted this in a relationship, but actually this is what I want. Actually, this is how I want to live my life. Actually, I don't think I want to get married yet. Actually, I do want to get married and have a family. You know, this is you looking over these things and taking in the information that you want. That's what I'm hearing right now. Yeah. So, and it's a time where, yeah, you can be selfish. The Nine of Cups to me is my selfish card. It's my materialistic card. You could be someone who's like, you know what? I am materialistic. I am, you know, or you could be someone who's like, you know, I'm super content in myself and I know what I want and need. And that's that. Like, what car am I going to drive today? What jewelry am I going to wear today? What do I want to buy today? What little treat do I want today? You know, it's this guy who's kind of just sitting there like this, like, what do I want today? What do, you know, how can I fill my cup? Super cute. Okay, let's see. All right, another message. We have someone coming in very, very quickly with the Knight of Wands here. This is a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who is hot stuff. This is someone who has passion. This is someone who is like fired up and ready to go, ready to come in. I'm getting like even like sexual energy. This is someone who misses that wand. If you have a wand or that cookie, I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is someone who is coming in quickly. Look at that horse. It's just like even like bent in. It's just going quickly. Yeah, whoever this is, they're coming with the Chariot card. This could be a Cancer. The Emperor is driving this chariot. It could be that someone's coming to visit you from far away here, but someone is coming in very, very quickly and it might be unexpected for you. Yeah. Yeah, this person feels disappointed. I feel like they've had to walk away even though they didn't want to walk away. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here, but this person didn't want to walk away. This person feels like they had to walk away. You probably gave them like look, baby, you know, I know that we have this Two of Cups here, this relationship, and we both love each other a lot here, but I don't know, like, this is just not gonna work out for us, you know? But I feel like this person, maybe this is working out for them or for you in some way with the Emperor card here. This is the card of the husband, the father, the businessman that is successful and who can just like manage everything. Maybe it's like forcing them to step into this energy, man or woman, it doesn't matter. If I feel like, you know, Aquarius, like when we come into people's lives, like we are living, breathing, walking karma. And I've, you know, for a long time in my life, this is just like a side note, I don't mean to talk about myself, but maybe this will help someone out there. I feel like for a long time in my life, I always wondered, why did I get certain individuals to come into my life and they would just come out of nowhere? Or sometimes I was pushed into situations where I would go out of my own way to, or I was like nudged to go to certain places, locations or whatever, and I met people and it was almost like it had to happen, you know, it had to happen for whatever reason, for their own development, for my development. I feel like as you get older, it's easier for you to see the signs and see I was meant to come in for them. And I know that probably sounds so God complex, but you know what? I think that there's truth to that, you know? If you ever feel like you came into someone's life to boss them up, you probably did. I feel like this situation is done here, but there is a new beginning starting here. There's definitely an ending to a situation, but it's almost like this is our card too, the Fool. It's also Aries. This is Scorpio. These are also major arcana, so it could just be like, you know, there's a situation ending here and there's a whole new beginning. You might not even be feeling sad about this situation ending. You might just be feeling like it is what it is. You know, this is what it was supposed to be and divinely it's so, right? And I just feel like having that level of maturity to move on from things is the best thing you could do for your life. Of course, you can feel your emotions and go through them, but you know, I feel like as Aquarius, eventually we just get that little pop of like, well, that happened, and then we just like turn on like some Saint Tropez music, or we turn on some house music and like get it moving and like dance that energy out, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that is all for you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed the reading. Like I said before, if you want a personal reading, please reach out to me via email. If not, that's okay. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, great night, wherever you're at in the world. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help my channel grow. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Bye, Aquarius.